Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Volleyball on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and today the Highlanders close out their regular season against GBL rival Malden as the Golden Tornadoes come in with an overall record of 13-4. Highlanders 11-7, looking for revenge tonight as they lost at Malden earlier this season, 1-3. Highlanders come in with that overall record of 11-7. This very well might be a rematch that turns into a triple header as the two teams are back-to-back in the Division II playoff standings, as Malden right now ranked number 30 in Division II in these new rankings that just came out. Highlanders number 31. So it could very well be that the winner today could host the loser in the qualifying round. Something similar happened to the girls volleyball team with Revere as the Highlanders took away the GBL championship and then defeated Revere here in the qualifying round at Broome Fieldhouse. So those are the stakes. Both teams in the Division I playoffs fighting for possibly a home playoff qualifying game as the Highlanders and Golden Tornadoes matching up for the second time this year. It is senior day here at Broome Fieldhouse as we celebrate the careers of Evans Bienemy, Julian Chetty, Eli Torlentes, as well as Ozzie Marks, the captain. We'll get to see their performance throughout today's game as they are back in the playoffs, second year running, a great career for all of those seniors that we celebrate today as we are about to get underway. Ethan Gwynn back at the service line for the Golden Tornadoes as we will get things underway. Going it quickly inside to Swango, and he is rejected. A heck of a block on the interior. I believe that was Diaz Vargas was able to get up for that one. One serving nil. Of course, in volleyball, it's best 3 out of 5 sets. You have to, each set goes to 25 points. You have to win each set by 2 points. Good block there by the Highlanders as Chetty as well as Swango got up to take care of that one. We'll give that one to Julian. It is senior day. Let's hook him up with a block. If it does go to a 5th set, it will be a 15-point set. We are all knotted at ones here in the first set. Evans Viennemi with the service. As Gwynn sets for a back set, and Swango again. That may have gotten into the net, but the big, long arms of Zach Swango had something to do with that, no doubt about it. 2 serving 1 now for the Highlanders. Viennemi, good service there. Looking for the outside attack. Great block there, Ozzie Marks. The captain says no, sir. As Adrian Lee looking for the attack from the outside. Marks got the best of him there. 3 serving 1 now as the Highlanders out to an early lead. Illegal rotation is going to be the call. 3 and 11 were in incorrect locations. Ethan Gwynn as well as Diaz Vargas. So the Highlanders will take the penalty point. 4 serving 1 now. Service good by Viennemi. Gwynn will set out to the outside there. Nice touch put on by Adrian Lee. As he was able to take just a little bit off that, getting the point for the Golden Tornadoes. Malden libero back at the service line. Marks looks to send that over on 2, gets blocked back at him. Now he can set up Chetty. Chetty, though, blocked. As that one into the net, they're going to say. Did not come off the block. Lincoln Gustavo Silva, the libero for the Golden Tornadoes. 3 serving 4. Good service, but it tips the tape, goes the wrong way for the Golden Tornadoes. Highlanders will take it. Chetty goes back to the service line. 5 serving 3 here for the Highlanders. Gwynn, back set. Dug out there by Marks, setting up Torlentes there, but strong block in the middle. I believe that was Diaz Vargas again getting in there for the block. He will now go back to the service line. 4 serving 5. Highlanders first to 5 here, but Malden right on their heels in this first set. Ball gets out onto the court. We have service now. Jump service there by Diaz Vargas. Has to come over, and it doesn't get over. Dylan Maiden tried to get, or Nathan Travers, Dylan Maiden, I should say, tried to get that over. Unable to. Another good service there. That's going to be an ace for Gustavo Silva. Now Malden, or for Diaz Vargas. Malden now into the lead. 6 serving 5. Torlentes starts the return. Looks to him for the finish there. Dug out nicely by Diaz Vargas. Big hit there by DeSouza as Israel DeSouza gets the kill for the Golden Tornadoes. They're up 2 now, 7 serving 5. Good run of service points here with Diaz-Vargas back at the service line as he's picked up an ace as well. Inside set to Swango. Too much power there. As Zach Swango picks up the kill. We've seen that inside set, that quick inside set to Zach all season long. The Zach attack in effect. He's back at the service line now where he's been excellent all season. Ozzy will set Eli here wide, and Torlentes will take the kill. As the two seniors, Marks and Torlentes, combining for the kill. 7, serving 7. Good service there by Swango, back to the back. Tipped over, not much danger. Opportunity for Torlentes, didn't get the downward arc he wanted on that kill attempt as it goes wide. Side out goes over to the Golden Tornadoes, 8 serving 7. Highlanders closing out their season here against Malden. Senior night. As Ozzy Marks, Eli Torlentes, Evans Bienemy, and Julian Chetty, your 4 seniors. Great achievements by the senior class as Torlentes will pick up another kill. Got to the playoffs last year, lost to Lowell. Tough 3-1 set loss. We're going to get back into the playoffs opportunity now with a win against Malden today to possibly host a playoff game here at Bruin Fieldhouse. Ozzy back at the service line. Loves nothing more than to get an ace, but wasn't able to that time. Diaz-Vargas into the block, goes out. Golden Tornadoes will get the point and service. Important for them, keeping Ozzy off of that service line. It's Gray Chen now with the service. Malden will get that over. It's going to be dangerous there as it goes outside the antenna, and the Highlanders will get that. Ethan Yang unable to get to that one. The candy striped poles on either side of the net at the top, those are the antenna. Ball has to go between them. Torlentes tunes up the band. That was in for a big ace. As Torlentes gives the Highlanders the lead, 1-10 here in the first set, 10 serving 9. Some spicy mustard on that one. Let's see if he tunes it up again. He does. Good dig out there on the back to start the return of service. Kill attempt goes well wide from DeSouza. Highlanders up by 2 now. 11 serving 9. It's Torlentes breaking out the power service. That may be on the line, was it? Just out. The far judge is going to say yes, just out. Head coach Steve Walker can't believe it. The non-elevated floor judge in good position to see that, so service goes over to the Golden Tornadoes, 10 serving 11. Eli setting here, or I should say Ozzy setting here for Chetty. Chetty will dig that out. It'll come back. No, back set. Looking for Bienemy, and Evans just floating through the air. Able to pick up the kill as he gets it into the block, but the block couldn't get it back. Been just a pleasure to watch Evans Bienemy on that far side attack all season long. Levitating through the air as he does. Dylan Malden now at the service line, 12 serving 10. As Diaz-Vargas goes long on that one. Block was set well for the Highlanders. Diaz-Vargas could not adjust. Malden now another service, 13 serving 10. Inside set, there's Swango, can't do that in there. That has to go over from the libero, not much danger. Back set, no, looking to Swango on the inside, nice dig on the back. That's going to be dangerous for Malden as Swango dug that right up right where Demon Hahn was able to take care of it. So Hahn picks up the kill. Side out goes over to Malden. 11 serving 13. It's Ethan Gwynn, one of their senior co-captains, along with Adrian Lee, back at the service line. Setting Chetty on the outside. Strong block there by Diaz-Vargas. Third block of the game for Diaz-Vargas. He took the glasses right off of Dylan Maiden. 12 serving 13. Setting Bieniemy on the outside, but a double tap is going to be called. No, a lift is going to be called. They're going to say Ozzie lifted that ball up. Did not get a clean hit on it for the set over to Evans. Now knotted up here now at 13. Maiden starts return, I should say. Bieniemy off the block and out. As the co-captain, Adrian Lee, not quite able to keep that one under control. Evans Bieniemy will take the kill, his second of the game. 14 serving 13 as Evans is back at the service line. Good dig there by the libero, Gustavo Silva. Dug out by Maiden, but couldn't do much with it. Big, powerful swing on the outside by Adrian Lee. Service now from Gustavo Silva. Chetty blocked, but out. Highlanders get the point. Good powerful swing there by Julian Chetty. He's just shown so much more power throughout this season on those outside attacks. As he's back at the service line, 15 serving 14. Set by Gwynn, great block there as Ozzie went up. Gray Chin had nowhere to go with it. Ozzie picks up his second block of the match, 16 serving 14. Good service again by Julian. Setting Lee outside, dug out nicely off the block. Torlentes off the antenna. I thought it went to the interior of it. Yeah, off the antenna. Hit that antenna. Does not matter. So Diaz-Vargas back at the service line for Malden. They pulled into the lead last time he was at the service line. Setting Torlentes off the block it goes. Good dig there by Gwynn. This has to go over now, and it will from Gwynn. Good setup here for the Highlanders as Swango gets set on the interior, and he overpowers Gustavo Silva. As Swango takes his second kill of the match. 17 serving 15. Zach Attack heads back to the service line. Another good service there by Swango. Gwynn with the back set. That's going to go long. That was long by Lee as he came flying in from the back line there. Highlanders with a 3-point advantage here in the first set, 18 serving 15. Another good service there by Swango. Gwynn setting. Backline kill attempt came off the tape from Diaz-Vargas. 19 serving 15. Highlanders with a 4-point lead. We are getting near the end of this first set. Nice advantage for the Highlanders. Timeout taken by the Golden Tornadoes. We were talking about playoff possibilities. This could very well be chapter 2 of a 3-chapter story, a 3-act play, so to speak, that may go on between these two teams, as Malden currently ranked number 30 in Division 2, Highlanders ranked number 31 in Division 2. So feasibly, the winner of this game will keep that ranking somewhere right on that borderline. If you're 32nd or above, you host a qualifying game in the first round in that window. So a winner today could very well host the loser, as the loser will tumble down outside of the top 32. Highlanders took the loss at Malden by the count of 1-3. Highlanders leading here in set number 1, 19-15. Zach Swango back at the service line. Another good service by Swango. Gwynn will set. That one not a clean shot by DeSouza as his swing went into the net. Highlanders first to 20 here in this first set. 20 serving 15, a 5-point bulge. Too long there by Swango. One of the first service faults we've seen from the Highlanders today. Actually, the second one that we've seen. Torlentes had one as well. 16 serving 20 after the side out. Hikaru Tao with the service. Torlentes, nice adjustment there. Tao able to dig it out. And we're going to get an illegal touch there as the libero had come across the line. The libero cannot play the ball from inside that line that bisects the court. So the libero called for that, Gustavo Silva. Highlanders will get it. 21 serving 16. Nice return there, but Torlentes coming off the block. And we had Malden player in the net, actually, is the call on that. Ethan Yang's going to get called for that as he touched the net. So on the net touch, Highlanders lead 22-16. Ozzie tunes it up. That's an opportunity in the middle. And Junior KO knows what to do with it. As Junior KO gets the kill. Highlanders 2 points away from taking set 1 rather easily. 23 serving 16. Big possible ace there. Nice job, though, as Tao was able to get it over. Ozzie will set Torlentes. Was it touched? It was touched by Malden and out. So Eli gets the kill. Highlanders have set point, and many of them to come, leading 24-16. Ozzie tunes it right up. Nice dig there by Gustavo Silva to start the return. That came off the block on the kill attempt by Ethan Yang and out. Point goes over to Malden. Second set point here in the first set. Highlanders leading 24-17. As Gray Chen back at the service line. (17 serving 24, set point for the Highlanders to take the first set. Nice touch there by Ozzie, trying to make it a harder play for Malden as the beginning of service return was a little too strong, but the manner in which he played it was illegal. 18 serving 24. Third set point here for the Highlanders. Back set looking for Torlentes on the far side. And with the Eli Torlentes kill, number 4 of the set, the Highlanders take set 1 by the score of 25-18. We will be back for second set action here on Somerville Ed TV. Back at Brune Fieldhouse, Highlanders took the first set from the Golden Tornadoes by the score of 25-18. A rather easy set victory for the Highlanders. Golden Tornadoes only were able to capture the lead in the early portions of that set. Eli Torlentes adding to his career kill totals as the number 600 balloons are out today on senior day. Eli over 600 kills in his career as he had 4 kills in that first set. Dylan Maiden starts at the service line for the Highlanders, and they're going to say it went off of Dylan's leg, I believe, right at the end there on that kill attempt. So out of bounds, but off of the Highlanders. So Golden Tornadoes begin with a point and get service here in the second set, leading 1-0. Highlanders able to get that back over, and they'll get the point. As the misplay by Adrian Lee, he lost where he was on the floor, came off the block attempt, then Malden somehow got a hand on it and got it over. So the Highlanders take that funky volley, 1-1. Bienemy picks up the service fault. Third one of the match for the Highlanders, first for Evans. Diaz Vargas back at the service line. He served Malden into the lead in that first set. And he will pick up his second ace of the match, giving the Golden Tornadoes the 3-1 lead here early in set 2. Swango, light touch, and he gets the kill. As he came up to the net, put the brakes on, and was able to just tap it over. We've seen the Highlanders defense befuddled by those many times this season. Got the Golden Tornadoes this time. Chetty with the service. 2 serving 3. Another great dig there by Dylan Malden. He'll start this. Interior to Swango. Great block for DeSouza. As Israel DeSouza picks up his first block of the match. Was able to push back on the power of the Zach attack. Four, serving 2. Hikaru Tao back at the service line. Setting Torlentes out wide. That will get over, as Tao was able to poke that over. Torlentes, little touch, pancake from the back by Tao. Tao again trying to dig that one, but wasn't able to. As Torlentes just kept at it, picks up his 5th kill. Highlanders now 1 point back early on here in the second set, leading 1-0. Zach Swango back at the service line. Big swing here by James Lee, and he will take the kill. As Chetty was able to dig that on the back line, just did not stay in. Lots of power there from Lee's kill. Service now for Gray Chin. Torlentes tunes it up and finishes it off. Torlentes now 6 kills in this match. Ozzie Marks back at the service line. Ozzie, of course, he's got 1,000 assists in his Highlander career. I think maybe the 600 for Eli and the 1,000 for Ozzie might have a little something to do with one another. Good dig by Chetty on the back line, but it's not going to, again, be able to stay within the Highlanders' side. So he was able to get that ball, but just couldn't control it off the powerful kill. DeSouza at the service line. Eli tuned it up but hit it wide. Malden extending that lead, 7 serving 4 now. DeSouza out. Tough service there. As the second it went over the netting, it seemed to just sink, but did not quite sink enough. As it went just wide, Highlanders will get it on the service fault. 5 serving 7. Eli looking for another big ace as he loads up the band. Eli is dealing spicy mustard today. Picks up his second ace. 6 serving 7. Another big service that time by Eli, goes long. Second service fault for Eli today. Side out to Malden. Ethan Gwynn back at the service line, 8 serving 6. Gwynn with the service fault, got into the net. Dylan Maiden now back at the service line for the Highlanders, 7 serving 8. Highlanders took set 1, 25-18. Relatively easy set that they took. Opportunity on the interior there as Demon Hahn came in to make the kill. Gwynn, a nice setup on that one on the interior. That'll send Gustavo Silva back to the service line, the senior libero. Tough service there, wild spin, has to come over by Torrentes, it does. Gwynn with the interior set, gets blocked, Chin's attempt. Back set, the enemy, block, saved by Maiden. Now Chetty looking for it, he gets blocked as Diaz Vargas picks up his 4th. Diaz Vargas has been excellent defensively for the Golden Tornadoes. 4 blocks in this match so far, 10 serving 7. Chetty again, difficult set, but he places it beautifully in the corner. What a kill there by Julian Chetty. As he didn't get to aggressively attack that ball, but just put a beautiful touch on it to drop it into the corner. 8 serving 10, Evans Bienemy at the service line. Gwynn with the set. Sent over by Lee. Back line kill by Torrentes. Number 7 for Eli in the match. He got his 600th kill against Chelsea earlier this week as Bienemy sends that one wide. Service fault for the Highlanders. Ozzie as well, picking up that 1,000th assist. That was against Chelsea as well. So they are over those milestones today as they just keep building their totals. That came off a finger, went in, does not matter, as the Highlanders did not return it. Kill goes to DeSouza. 12 serving 9. Diaz Vargas back at the service line, tips off the tape, goes the way for the Golden Tornadoes. And Diaz Vargas picks up his 3rd ace of the match. 4-point lead now for Malden here in set number 2. Marks sets Chetty. Soft touch there, Dylan Maiden, nice job to dig that one out. Torrentes and Bienemy both approaching. Miscommunication there by the Highlanders as the Golden Tornadoes have built a 5-point lead here in set 2. Of course, this isn't the only thing going on here. All sorts of activity going on here in spring sports for Somerville Highlander Athletics as multiple programs into the postseason. Baseball battling for the GBL championship. A lot will be determined today as the Highlanders are at Everett. They are facing Everett. Everett has only 3 wins on the season. So the Highlanders need to take care of business against the Crimson Tide. However, they are currently tied with Lynn Classical for the top spot in the GBL. They have split against the Rams in the regular season. The Rams are playing the Bulldogs of Lynn English. Highlanders, of course, beat the Bulldogs on Monday. Great pitching performance by Colin Bourne. Have that coverage for you on Somerville Ed TV if you want to check that out. If the Rams and the Highlanders win today in baseball, they will split the GBL championship. If one team loses and the other wins, the winning squad will take the GBL championship. It's a service fault there. Pardon me. Highlanders get the side out. Chetty back at the service line. Gwynn looking to set Lee. Got into the net. (11) serving 14 now. Good service by Chetty. Big block there. Let's see if they can return this. It needs to go over from Gwynn, and it will. Malden starts things for the Highlanders. Now Torrentes looks to finish. Good dig there by Gustavo Silva. As they set up to Souza, and he will take it. As it came off the block, good adjustment there by Israel de Souza as he was able to get his third kill of the match. 15 now serving 11, side out, back over to the Golden Tornadoes. As Hikaru Tao back at the service line. Ozzy tried to get that. He thought he got a pancake. We had an inadvertent whistle because it was a pancake. So we will rerun the point. First to 15 in this second set, though. Malden 15 serving 11. Setting Torrentes. Eli, elevation, power, and a kill. That is number 8 in this match. Sends the service back to the Highlanders. 12 serving 15. Zach Swango at the service line. Off the block, dug by Chetty. Marks sets Torrentes. Kept alive, nicely done there by de Souza. Kill attempt dug out by Towel. Now de Souza will tap it over. Highlanders looking to make something here for Torrentes. Big swing, but wide. Highlanders trying to reel Malden in, just can't quite do it. Can't seem to hold the service. 16 serving 12 now. Gray Chen at the service line. Setting Torrentes again, that's down the line, that kissed it, and that's a point and a kill for Torrentes. And this could be trouble for the Golden Tornadoes as Israel de Souza down, grabbing his right knee. Looks like he might have come down awkwardly. Head coach Dan Jerkowski checking in on him. He says he's going to be all right. We'll keep an eye on that right knee of de Souza. Three kills and a block in the match for the Malden outside hitter. 13 serving 16. Ozzy Marks back at the service line. Tunes it up. Dug out by de Souza. He'll send it over on the third. Ozzy will set it, back set, looking for Bieniemy. Nice job by Evans Bieniemy. A little bit of a softer touch there. Able to get it by the block. Another he just levitates through the air, does Evans Bieniemy. Another one of the seniors, the 4 seniors on this team. Ozzy's attempt to get that one down the line goes wide. Still that 3-point lead for Malden. 17 serving 14. As Ryan Roman checks in for service. Ozzy setting Evans. Bieniemy couldn't quite get the downward look at that he wanted. Four-point lead now for Malden. 18 serving 14. Back set, looking for Torrentes. Eli down the line, big swing again. Number 9 on the kilometer for Eli tonight. And he's back at the service line. He's been tuning it up. He's going to go a little light this time. And that's going to work out well, as Eli will get an ace for that. No clean return. Third ace of the night for Eli. He gets a chuckle out of it. That was just some light yellow mustard on that sandwich. Another light yellow mustard on this one, but too far. Took the spice out of the mustard. Got an ace out of one of them. Sent it long on the second one. Highlanders, multiple service faults here in this second set, allowing Malden to keep this 3-point edge as they are 19-16. Gwen, though, returns the favor, tips the tape, goes the Highlanders' way. Dylan Maiden will head back, 17 serving 19. Highlanders took the first set rather easily, 25-18. Malden led for a few points, but not for many of those volleys. Steve Walker pleading his case as the Highlanders being called for out of rotation. Discussion occurring. We may redo the point, I don't know. Referee going over what he saw. And we're going to rerun the point. We're going to rerun the point. Highlanders win their appeal. Spirited appeal. Highlanders win it. Highlanders will reset themselves the same way, and we'll see if they call it the same way. I don't think so. It's Ozzie in the correct location as well. 3 on the front, 3 on the back. Maiden with the service. Highlanders trailing by 2. Lee looks for the big hit there. Torlentes was able to get a hand on it, but did not drop on the line. As the floor ref saying, no, it did not hit the line. First to 20 here are the Golden Tornadoes in set number 2, 20 serving 17. Gustavo Silva back at the service line. Inside set, Zach Swango. Silva could get one hand on it, and that was it. And Swango now. 4 kills in the match for Zach. 18 serving 20. Evans Bienemy back at the service line. Highlanders really need a nice run here from Evans. Gwynn setting Lee off the block. It goes out. Good power there from Adrian Lee as he picks up his 4th kill of the match. Side out right back over to the Golden Tornadoes. As Diaz Vargas back at the service line. He's been very effective tonight. However, hits that one long. Service fault gives the Highlanders an open door. Trailing by 2. Julian Chetty back at the service line. 19 serving 21. Chetty gets the ace. It's a 1-point game. 20 serving 21. Chetty, one of the seniors that we celebrate today, hits that one a little bit long though. Service fault again for the Highlanders at a critical juncture. Side out goes over to the Golden Tornadoes, 22 serving 20. Hikaru Tao back at the service line. Tao's service goes long. That door flies open again for the Highlanders. As Zach Swango back to the service line. The Zach attack has the opportunity to give the Highlanders a push here in the 20s in set number 2. 21 serving 22. Set there by Tao. Block. Good job by Ozzie Marks. Tao will reset, but right where the Highlanders can get it as Ozzie Marks puts it down. Tied up 22, serving 22. So Highlanders trailing throughout this set, right in the 3 to 4 point range, have fought back here to tie it at 22s. They lead 1-0, looking to build a 2-0 lead. 22 serving 22. Tao, interior set, sent over by Chen. Now Torrentes looking for the big swing. He'll take a lighter one. Dug out by Gustavo Silva. Big swing that time goes into the net by James Lee. Highlanders now leading. First time they have led here in set number 2, 23 serving 22. Miscommunication. Diaz-Vargas had to come up and play it. Torrentes tunes it up. Nice block. Diaz-Vargas able to get it off the block. Oh, the Highlanders could not quite adjust to that kind of sliding attack there that DeSouza put onto it. We're tied at 23s. It's basically deuce. Marks, second touch, send. Picks up his second kill of the set. He will go back to the service line for set point, as the Highlanders have the advantage here in set number 2. Crowd is into it here. Marks took a little bit off to make sure he got it in. Good dig on the back line by Chetty. That's going to go over from Bieniemy. Highlanders can now set this up for a big swing for Torrentes, but he gets blocked. Back to Eli now. Big swing, and the Highlanders take set number 2. As they trailed all the way through, they take the first lead at 23 and win it 25-23. Highlanders lead 2-0. They look to get the brooms out in set number 3 here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at Bruin Fieldhouse Senior Night for the volleyball team. Celebrating the 4 seniors, Evans Bieniemy, Julian Chetty, Eli Torrentes, and Ozzie Marks. The Highlanders leading 2-0 against the Golden Tornadoes, a team they lost 3-1 to earlier this season, a team that right now is 1 notch above them in the Division I rankings. Malden number 30, Highlanders number 31. The winner today will likely host a qualifying game at their gym. The loser might very well be who they host. So we will see what happens on that. Here we are, set number 3 underway. Highlanders leading 2-0 as they trailed all the way through set number 2. Storming back to take it, taking their first lead at 23-22 in that second set, winning it 25-23. They took the first set 25-18, looking to get the brooms out here at Broome, as Bieniemy picked up the kill on that first volley, then service fault on the second by Evans. Malden will get the service back. Gustavo Silva with the service. That needs to go over from Maiden, and it does. Gwynn setting. Diaz-Vargas with the kill. As Diaz-Vargas picks up that kill. Two serving 1. Just underway here in the third set. Highlanders leading 2-0. Zach Swango doing the job there with that interior set from Ozzie Marks. Swango now 5 kills in the match. Chetty back at the service line. 2 serving 2. That's going to go out from Julian. Service fault there, gives it back to Malden. As Diaz-Vargas back at the service line, he's got 3 aces on the night. Very dangerous back there. Maiden starts the return. Torrentes with a little touch there. Gustavo Silva able to get the dig on it. And that is out. from Diaz Vargas. He tried that back line kill. 3 serving, 3 now is Zach Swango back at the service line. Swango tips the tape, and it goes the Highlanders' way as Zach picks up his first ace of the match. 4 serving 3. Service that time did not go the right way upon the tape for Zach Swango. Tied up at 4s as Hikaru Tao back into the game for service. Tao and Gwynn, the main setters for the Golden Tornadoes. Ozzie with the back set. Torrentes trying to catch Malden off guard defensively, as Ozzie had started at the center of the court, was trying to sweep along to the outside far side there. Did not get what he wanted off of that. Interior set, Junior K out, gets dug out on the back by Diaz Vargas. Ozzie, nice dig there by Tao. Gustavo Silva sends it over. Ozzie sets Eli. Gustavo Silva with the dig. Tao with the set, but out. Oh, they say it tipped. It tipped off the Highlanders as Ethan Yang, the floor referee right there in front of him, says there was a tip by the Highlanders on Ethan Yang's kill attempt. So Tao serving now 6 serving 4. And that'll be out from Malden on the second touch. Malden now with a 3-point lead, 7 serving 4. Chetty tries to start that return of service, but Tao will pick up his first ace. Now the Golden Tornadoes with the 8-4 lead as they've doubled the Highlanders up early on here in the third set. Torrentes looking to calm things down with a big swing, and he does. As Eli settling matters for the Highlanders with his 11th kill of the match, double digits once again for Torrentes. Ozzie back at the service line. He got the win from the service line in set number 2. Tried to tune it up that time, just didn't get it over. Service line bedeviling the Highlanders here in set number 3. 9 serving 4 now. It's Gray Chen back at the service line. Ozzie sets up Eli. And the kill comes off the block and goes out. As Eli picks up another one, that's 12 in the match. Eli took something off his service last time he was back there. Let's see if he spices that mustard again, and it looks like he will. A little long on that service. 10 serving 6 now, because the side out goes back over to Malden. Israel De Souza at the service line. KO starts that return and finished it. Great block there, Junior KO. As Junior will pick up that block. Excellent work out there blocking Diaz Vargas. Dylan Malden back at the service line for the Highlanders. Gwynn goes down and digs that one up for the set. But Yang unable to get it up over the net for the kill. 8 serving 10. Set there by Tao. Nice dig by Ozzie Marks. As that soft touch almost got the Highlanders. Malden will set this up looking for Bienemy. Bienemy tried to get a little top spin onto it over the net. And it wasn't quite able to get it over. Back to a 3-point Malden advantage, 11 serving 8. As Gwynn heads back to the service line. Good service by Gwynn. And he'll pick up the ace. Miscommunication by the Highlanders. 4-point lead for Malden, 12 serving 8. Ozzie ranges back to get the set. Bieniemy thought that one touched, but it did not. As he went to the back corner with it. 5-point lead here for the Golden Tornadoes. And the Highlanders are going to take time out. Coach Steve Walker wants to talk things over. Back in the second set, they trailed by 5 at one point as well. He took a timeout. Highlanders were able to come back and take that set. We'll see if that happens again here in set number 3 as the Highlanders looking for the sweep tonight, leading 2-0. Don't forget, Highlander volleyball not the only team in the postseason, as girls lacrosse also in the postseason, as well as baseball, boys tennis, and girls tennis also in the postseason for the Highlanders this year. The matchups will be coming out. The girls lacrosse and the tennis matchups will be out this Friday. That'll be the 22nd. They will be out on MIAA.net. Check that out. We will have coverage of that girls lacrosse playoff game, technology allowing, here on Somerville Ed TV. Volleyball matchups will be out next Tuesday, the 26th. Once again, MIAA.net. Baseball next Wednesday, the 27th. Once again, check out MIAA.net. 13 serving 8. Gwynn tips the tape and takes the ace, his second ace here in this third set. 6-point lead for Malden. Tip the tape that time. Maiden adjusted. Inside set. Swango got it between the block and will take the kill. His 6th of the match. Evans Bieniemy at the service line. 9 serving 14. Gwynn looking to set Lee on the outside. Good block by Swango. Gwynn again back setting this time to the other side. That's off the antenna, and the Highlanders will take the point as Diaz Vargas' kill attempt went off the antenna. Pleading that maybe it hit the net, not the antenna, but it did hit the antenna. Quick Highlander sports update. Softball team gets the win against Lynn Vocational Tech, 16-10 today, as they move their record to 6-12. Kill there for the Golden Tornadoes, getting the 5-point bulge. Gustavo Silva with the service. Good return there by the Highlanders. Gwynn now back setting. Good block there by Chetty. Lee now off balance. This has to be sent over. It does from Marks. Nice dig on the back line by Ryan Roman. Lee tried to send that down the line, picked it up. So he's going to be called for the carry there. Highlander baseball playing Everett right now. They can assure themselves, at worst, a tie for GBL championship, a co-championship with the Rams with a win today. Good dig by Maiden. Another nice dig there by Malden as Diaz Vargas was able to dig it up. Now, Torlentes, no way to dig that. As Eli, 13 kills tonight from the man of 600 kills in his career. Over 600 kills in Eli Torlentes' career. Over 1,000 assists for Ozzie Marks. Just a couple of the numbers these seniors have put together in their career here at Somerville. Big swing there by Diaz Vargas. As Chetty unable to dig it out. 16 serving 12. Diaz Vargas back at the service line. He's got 3 aces tonight. Aussie interior set to swing go. Too much power from the Zach attack. Number 7 for Zach. He goes back to the service line. Highlanders have trailed by 6. They now trail by 3. 13 serving 16. But Zach's service goes out. Service line has been difficult for the Highlanders here in set number 3. They lead 2-0. It's Malden wanting to climb right back into this. Hikaru Tao back at the service line. 17 serving 13. Marks with the set. Torrentes, soft touch, and gets the kill. Gave Alexis Bowie in the stands there on the front row. Torrentes gives her a little look there after taking a little bit off of it. I know Alexis loves seeing that. She, of course, one of the seniors, led the girls volleyball team to a GBL championship and the playoffs and a playoff victory this past fall. Highlanders looking for the opportunity here on the boys' side of volleyball to host one. A win tonight would go a long way towards doing that. Nice dig there by Dylan Maiden. Opportunity for Eli as he gets it off the block. The enemy will dig that out. Marks trying to set Torrentes again, and he'll take the kill. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know how Eli got that over the net. The top spin off the tape, down the tape, and in. 15 kills on the night now. It's a 1-point matchup. Junior Kao, good adjustment, but good dig there by Tao. And great kill, big swing by James Lee. Highlanders, though, have cut it to a 2-point Malden advantage. It was 6 at one point. Gray Chen back at the service line. 18 serving 16. Back set for Torrentes. Good block there. Now Bienemy just couldn't quite keep that elevation long enough to get the downward arc. (19 serving 16). Quick set looking for Eli. Great block there as James Lee turned it the other way. Back to a 4-point lead for Malden here in set number 3, 20-16. Mentioned that the winner of this game winner of this match, I should say, will be hosting a qualifying playoff game. Malden comes in ranked number 30. Highlanders come in ranked number 31 in Division 1. It is also viably possible that the loser of this game will play the winner of this game and will have a 3-act passion play between these two programs, as the loser will likely fall out of the top 32, but not too far. And I can certainly see a similar situation to what happened with Revere and girls volleyball, where they had 3 matches throughout the season as well. They split during the regular season, each winning at the other's place. And then the Highlanders hosted the playoff game and were able to take down the Patriots. First to 20 here in set number 3 are the Golden Tornadoes. They lead 20-16. Ozzie Marks called over for a conversation. Captains having a conversation here. They return with the message from the elevated chair referee. 20 serving 16. Ozzie setting Eli. And that'll go out off the block. Highlanders will get it. 16 kills in the match for Torrentes. As Eli goes back to the service line. 17 serving 20. Eli serving up a little light yellow mustard there. Highlanders, nice block, but did not follow it up as it was really close. Highlanders will get the point, as Malden called for the reach over. So Malden called for the infraction. Highlanders get the point, 18 serving 20. Big penalty point there for the Highlanders. Big swing for Israel de Souza as it came off of the Chetty block attempt. 3 kills for de Souza. He'll head back to the service line now. 21 serving 18. Highlanders trailed all throughout set number 2, took the lead 23-22, and won that set 25-23. Looking to replicate that success here. This has to go over from Malden, and it will. Tao, back set. Off the block, Chetty adjusted, but it's out. (22 serving 18). Malden looking to take this to a 4th set. De Souza gets that into the net, service fault. Dylan Malden goes back to the service line. Highlanders need a nice run of service points here from Dylan if they want to replicate that success from set number 2 and that comeback. Tal back set. Lee a little bit off on that set from Tao as he overran it. 20 serving 22. Another good service by Malden. Gustavo Silva will set. Oh, long. Eli knows it was going long. Just kind of a reaction there by Torrentes as he reaches out for it. Malden now the opportunity. Their senior setter back at the service line, Ethan Gwynn. 2 points away from taking set number 3 and extending this to a 4th set. 23 serving 20. Malden gets the return. Gwynn sets. Diaz Vargas gets blocked. Did not get over anyway as Swengo was in the area. The adjustment did not work. 21 serving 23. Evans Bienemy, senior, back at the service line for the Highlanders now. And Bienemy tried to tune it up a bit on that, I believe. Got it into the net. Malden with some set points to play with here. Set point number 1 leading 24-21. As they will have 4 coming to them. Setting Chetty. Good dig there by Gustavo Silva. Malden will set Marks. Good dig there by Gwynn. That has to go over from Roman, and it doesn't. Highlanders have fought off the first of the 3 Malden set points, as Chetty will go to the service line. 22 serving 24. 2 more set points coming to Malden. Good service by Chetty. Gwynn with the set, looking for Lee. Chetty digs that out. Marks tries to sweep across, but Gray Chen able to get the kill. And that will do it for set number 3, as Malden takes this one 25-22. We will be back for 4th set action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at Bruin Fieldhouse. Todd Harmon here on Somerville Ed TV. Highlanders lead this matchup 2-1, but the Golden Tornadoes able to take the third set by the score of 25-22. Highlanders living dangerously. They trailed all throughout set number 2, but were able to take the lead at 23-22 and won that set 25-23. They trailed throughout most of set number 3 as well. Malden able to close the door on them in that one. Good block there by Swango and Marks. Dug out by Torlentes. Now he's got the chance for the return. And he'll take it for the point. As Eli just playing tremendously this evening. 17 kills on the night for Eli Torlentes. Highlanders take the service here. Julian Chetty at the service line, senior night. Eli playing so well, Chetty playing well as well, Evans Bienemy, as well as Ozzie Marks, your 4 seniors on this team. A win tonight could get them a home playoff game as the 2 teams come in ranked 30th and 31st respectively. Good kill there by Diaz Vargas. And that will put Gustavo Silva back at the service line. Tips the tape, goes the right way for the Highlanders. They get the side out. 2 serving 1 now as Swango back at the service line. That's not going to be able to get over from Gwynn. Swango, he'll take a second ace. Highlanders able to win the first set relatively easily, 25-18. Malden had the lead shortly in that set, just near the beginning of the set. As I said, Malden led throughout set number 2 as Torlentes got that inside the block. 18 kills on the night for the Highlander outside hitter. Over 600 kills in his career. Wow, what a kill there. Attempt by Diaz Vargas. Highlanders able to dig it out. Great job by Chetty on the back. Touched there, Lee able to dig that out. Now he'll get the opportunity for the kill. Keow. Junior with a good block. Now they set Torlentes. Eli, 19 kills on the night. Highlanders out to a quick 5-1 lead here in set number 4. As they can send Malden off with a victory here in the 4th set, leading 2-1. Gwynn with the set. Vargas goes long on that one. Diaz Vargas long on that one. No, they're going to call it in. That's insane. I'm sorry. That was long. That was long. It was absolutely a bad call, but the Highlanders have to shake it off. So 2 serving 5 now as Diaz Vargas back at the service line. Good job by the Highlanders on the return as Junior KO able to get that over. Kill attempt there by DeSouza out down the line. Highlanders take that point, get the side out. Ozzie Marks back at the service line, 6 serving 2. Ozzie takes a little bit off that one. Lee was able to start it. As Diaz Vargas flying in from the back line, picks up his 5th kill of the match. Side out goes to Malden, 3 serving 6. Hikaru Tao back at the service line. Maiden starts the return. The enemy flying through the air, but the block there by DeSouza. His 2nd block of the match. 4 serving 6. Long from Tao. That'll send Eli Torrentes back to the service line. He's gone between some spicy mustard and some French's yellow mustard with his services. Looks like he's tuning up the band. He's going to spice up the mustard here. Dug out by Gustavo Silva. Good block there by Junior Ko. Sent over by Tao. Bienemy dug out well by Tao. This has to go over. It will. Opportunity for the Highlanders, inside set for Junior Ko. Gustavo Silva was able to dig one out, and they're going to say that was out. Highlanders have to shake all of this off. Looked like that one may have been in as well, as Chin back at the service line, 5 serving 7. Chetty, good adjustment there as Chen dug it out, but nobody was home for the set. That'll send Dylan Maiden back to the service line. 8 serving 5. Good service there by Maiden. Gustavo Silva begins the return. And Maiden will pick up the ace as they couldn't get it over cleanly. Dylan's first ace of the match. He's been excellent with some fantastic digs throughout this entire match. 9 serving 5. Back set. As Israel De Souza gets the kill. He got that just inside the block attempt. Highlanders tried to adjust, but unable to. 5 kills on the evening for De Souza, 6 serving 9. De Souza will service that right into the net. Service fault. Side out goes to the Highlanders, 10 serving 6. Highlanders first to 10. As Milo Holloway comes on. A couple junior varsity players rostered on the varsity squad. Milo as well as Jason Swenga. Good dig there by Dylan Maiden. Torrentes. That was definitively touched by the blockers. There's no question about that. The officials do see that. As Torrentes shot that through the block attempt with a backline kill. He'll pick up his 20th kill of the night. As Holloway picks up the ace. Milo. Acing it up does Mr. Holloway. Highlanders lead by 6, 12-6. As they try to send Malden off into the good night. Look to make themselves available for a home playoff matchup. Timeout taken by the Golden Tornadoes. Highlanders with this 6-point lead in set number 4. Don't forget, we will have volleyball postseason action. We'll find out who the Highlanders are playing in the postseason. Not in the game of predictions here, but after what happened in girls volleyball, where Revere and Somerville split in the regular season, Highlanders won the opportunity to host in the postseason, and Revere is who they hosted. So the Highlanders took the 3rd match in girls volleyball. Could very well be a similar situation here in boys volleyball. It's Holloway. Good service. Kill there by Diaz Vargas as he got it off the block attempt. Diaz Vargas now 6 kills in this match. 7 serving 12. Ethan Gwynn back at the service line for Malden. Gwynn with 2 aces in the match. Chetty looking to kill this one. And little touch. Top spin over the net. As Chetty picks up the kill. 13 serving 7. Julian Chetty back at the service line. It's the 4 seniors, Chetty, Marks, Torlentes, and Bienemy, looking to get the Highlanders a home playoff game. Second straight year they are into the playoffs. Julian now his second ace of the match. Highlanders have doubled up Malden. They look to be first to 15 here in set number 4. Great service by Chetty as he drops it into the corner. Disbelief on the face of Gustavo Silva. 3 aces now for Julian Chetty, 15 serving 7. Highlanders first to 15 in set number 4. Another ace for Chetty as the senior turns into an ace machine. 3 straight aces for Julian Chetty, 16 serving 7. Make it 4 in a row. 5 all night. 10-point lead here in set number 4 for the Highlanders. They lead 2 sets to 1. And Julian Chetty celebrates senior night by turning into an ace machine with 4 straight aces. That is over. Nice return there, but sets up Torlentes with a possible kill. Comes off the block and goes out. Highlanders get the point. As Eli, 21 kills on the night, 18 serving 7. Julian helped out on that. It looked like it might have gone out. This does get over for the return. Second touch, kill by the captain. Marks knows so well when to use that second touch kill. Defense not set up for that quick adjustment, and he takes his 3rd kill of the night. 19 serving 7. Chetty long this time, service fault, but we will give Julian a pass on that. As senior Julian Chetty here on senior night. Aces wild for Mr. Chetty. 5 straight aces for Julian Chetty. Just a tremendous job on that service. Great return there, Torlentes, but he gets dug out. Now another opportunity. Swango dug out by Maiden, but not able to be controlled. Point goes over to the Golden Tornadoes, 9 serving 19. Highlanders a point away from being first to 20 with a big advantage. As Gustavo Silva serving the spicy mustard, Dylan Maiden able to handle it. Gwynn setting lead. Lee off the block of Swango, and that's a kill for Lee. 5 kills on the night for Adrian Lee. Golden Tornadoes trying to storm back in this one. Gustavo Silva, he's dealing out some spicy mustard from the service line this time. Marks able to get to it. Torlentes sends it over. Gwynn sets Vargas. Dug out well by Bienemy. This needs to go over. It doesn't. It's Gustavo Silva getting fired up back at the service line. He's won 3 straight service points now. Good reaction there by Ozzie as this tried to send it over. It got blocked and he was able to react. Now Gwynn able to set things up for Lee. Lee off the block of Marks. Torlentes unable to dig it out. Highlanders led by 10. Now they lead by 7. Return of service started by Torlentes, finished by Torlentes. And they're going to redo that as Eli's kill attempt They do not, the referee's not sure if it was long or not. Gustavo Silva really tuning up the band back there. Highlanders doing a good job thus far. Good dig there by Chetty. Torrentes looks to tune it up. Gustavo Silva can't handle it. And Eli's got 22 kills on the night. Highlanders first to 20. They're 5 points away from taking this match. I see Colin Bourne for the baseball team has arrived. Matty O'Donnell is in the building now as well. Highlander baseball team after their game against Everett in the house. We'll look for a result on that one to give you as Gwynn this time sends it over on that second touch. Torrentes tries to start the return. Now he's got to finish it, and he will. Nice job by Eli there. Great dig by Gustavo Silva. Tried to be touched over by Lee. That's going to be out. It is going to be out. Highlanders take the point. They get the side out, 21 serving 13. And we are receiving word the Highlanders lost to Everett by the score of 3-4. So if Lynn Classical has defeated Lynn English, they will take the GBL championship. Highlanders, of course, in baseball have a big game coming up against Cambridge on Friday. As Ozzie sends that one long, service fault there. Also can report Lynn Classical beat Lynn English, so congratulations to the Lynn Classical Rams as they will take the GBL championship in baseball after the Highlanders fall to Everett 4-3. And the Rams defeat Lynn English 3-2. Towel gets that into the net. Highlanders 3 points away from taking it here at Brew. 22 serving 14. Eli's going to tune up the band. Gustavo Silva, great begin of service return. And then the kill by DeSouza. 7 kills on the night for DeSouza. 15 serving 22. Gray Chen back at the service line. Highlanders looking for a win here on senior night. All 4 seniors hit it that time, but Torrentes, Eli called for the double touch as he sent that one over. 4 seniors on the floor right now. Number 6, Julian Chetty. Number 4, Evans Bienemy. Number 9, Eli Torrentes. And number 7, Ozzie Marks. As the Highlanders 2 points away from taking this match, 3-1. Their libero, Dylan Maiden, will head back to the service line. Good service by Maiden. Opportunity here for Lee as he lightly touches it, but not able to get it in. It is match point for the Highlanders as they lead 24-16. Looking to take this 3-0. Crowd into it. Back set. Blocked by Chetty, and that will do it. As the Highlanders take this one 16-25, they take the match 3-1. Julian Chetty, what a performance by the senior Julian Chetty. 5 aces in that third set. He had 4 straight aces from the service line. That was the difference. That's where the Highlanders spread themselves apart from the Golden Tornadoes and were able to ride that to victory in the 4th set, 25-16. Highlanders will move their record to 12-7. They will likely remain in the top 32 and host a playoff game here at Broome. And I got to tell you, don't be shocked if we don't see the Golden Tornadoes right back here at Broome Fieldhouse next week. As on Tuesday the 26th, the matchups will be out. The games will begin on the 28th. So we may very well be hosting the Golden Tornadoes next week. We will see when those matchups come out. Thank you so much for watching at home. Really, really do appreciate it. It has been fantastic all season bringing it to you here on Somerville Ed TV. This team back into the playoffs. Great job by the seniors leading them back into the playoffs. Evans Bienemy, fantastic job throughout the year. Julian Chetty, the ace machine tonight. And of course, Eli Torrentes, 22. As I can't even talk about it, so excited. 22 kills tonight for Eli Torrentes to add to the over 600 he's had throughout his career. And then, of course, Ozzie Marks, 3 kills for Ozzie tonight, couple blocks, some aces out there, and assist after assist after assist after assist for the captain and Highlander setter, as he has eclipsed well over 1,000 assists in his career. Congratulations to the seniors, second straight time in postseason for the Highlander program, and we will have coverage of that for you here on Somerville Ed TV. Thanks for watching at home. Thank you very much, Bill Trudell. On camera, Joe Constantine. He is our director. My name is Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Volleyball on Somerville Ed TV.